Hello again, my name is Patricija Stalidzane and I'm a professional race car driver. Today we find ourselves on the famous Nürburgring Nordschleife in preparation for the big finale of the NGK NTK Esports Cup. I've raced here a couple times in real life, also currently doing my permit here, so I know why they call it the Green Hell. So let me show you a couple examples on why they do. So we are starting the lap from the box in the GP track. So instead of going into Südkehre straight to the Nordschleife, instead we are going to drive onto the GP track. For the ones who race in real life, they know how wearing for the car this part of the track is, much more than the Nordschleife itself, which is why we go quite slow here, try to save the car in a balance as to how much time we lose, because the couple seconds that you can win here in the Mercedes Arena and the Kurzanbindung, it's not worth the tire loss that you actually suffer from going fast here. So we're gonna have quite the chill GP track into the Kurzanbindung, which is quite actually sad in my opinion, because I enjoy the hairpin at the end of the long GP track. But that's not what we're here for today, we're here for the Nordschleife. So, onto the back straight with the quick bend that we have here. Regardless of which car you drive, you always go flat out. Also with the Toyota today, this corner is flat out, and we're preparing for the chicane shortly before we go into the Nordschleife. So we brake here at the 50-meter mark because we're using the slower chicane. Accelerate out of the corner and go into the Nordschleife. Beware of this wall. Into the Sabine Schmitz Kurve. Rest in peace, Sabine. One of the biggest legends of the Nordschleife, probably. So this part is pretty much flat out depending on how warm your tires are. Mine aren't yet. So here we brake quite on time, because regarding as to how it looks, it's much slower because it goes quite blind into the next chicane that we have here. Take the first curb and accelerate as soon as we can in preparation for Quiddelbach. This is the part on the Nordschleife where they used to take off with the old prototypes. It's quite fast, and they used to have a bump, and it's a bit of a uphill part. Also, this part here onto the Flugplatz is flat out. Quite a nice part of the track actually in real life, because it's quite quick in any car you race. We're going on to the Schwedenkreuz. We have a part on the Nordschleife which is called the Courage Corner, Mutkurve. However, this one takes quite a lot of courage as well, because you really have to know how much your tires can take in this one. It's not flat out, but it's still very, very fast. And now we're going into the foxhole. Also one of my favorite parts of the track, with the compression coming up. In real life, it's quite the sensation, feels like taking off in an airplane. Definitely a bucket list experience for all of you guys who haven't done it yet. It's also flat out with this car. Also here we have a blind corner, we prepare for it, because this part here is very, very slow, as you can see, and it's going back onto the straight. Now we are coming towards Breitscheid, a quite tricky corner actually, because it can be quite slow, and also traffic can come up in this place a lot, because the slow cars are very slow and the fast cars are very fast comparatively. We're coming towards Breitscheid with the beton wall, which we beware of in real life and on the simulator. So we are coming out of Bergwerk onto a longer straight into Kesselchen. I think the part where you can breathe through besides Döttinger Höhe on the Nordschleife. This is, I think, where the cars sort each other out and where you can overtake the slower cars. So here in this longer part of the straight, we have the courage corner, or the so-called Mutkurve, which with this car is pretty much flat out. And we are coming towards a highlight of the track. First of all, here, second gear, very long corner. Preparing the axle here, because it can be quite tricky actually. We're coming towards the carousel. Probably one of the most famous parts of the Nordschleife. I think third gear, second gear, and we stay inside and just carry it through. Quite fun. Always an experience for everyone. Okay, so through this corner we can actually carry much more speed than we did now. Okay, so this double left-hander is downhill, so we have to beware of the braking point, which can be much sooner than anticipated. And we're coming towards the YouTube corners, because yeah, I guess this is the part where you as a racing driver have to prove yourself, because everyone's taking pictures and videos in real life. That's where all the spectators usually stand. We are coming towards the first little big jump that we have on the Nordschleife. You take off in this part, and in real life you have to quite embrace yourself and prepare for the landing, but here it's okay. Next one, the steering wheel gets a little bit loose here, but we stay flat out through the Pflanzgarten. This whole entire part, flat out, flat out, flat out. Now this right-hander, it seems like you could go flat out, but you don't. We brake. This part here is going uphill, so we can carry a lot of speed through this corner, as you see. Take the curb to prepare for this mini carousel. Take it on the inside, so much fun. We love it. And we're already coming to an end of the lap on the Nordschleife. Just a couple bends before we come up to the Döttinger Höhe. Flat out as soon as you can, so you reach top speed as soon as possible, and can carry a lot of speed obviously over the whole entire straight, because that's where you can lose a lot of time actually, considering it's a race. Considering it's a cup and it's quite hard to overtake on the Nordschleife, obviously this is one of the best places, I guess, to overtake, because you can really use the slipstream of the driver in front and kind of put yourself on the side and overtake now shortly before Tiergarten. Flat, 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 and shortly before the bend we brake into second, or I did it with third, I think that's fine. Third gear coming onto the straight of the GP track. So that was it. Couple insights, one lap, just quickly around the Nordschleife. As I mentioned, it's one of my favorite tracks and I really enjoy driving it. I think it's much better to try it yourself than to listen to me talking. So yeah, I hope you're going to enjoy trying it yourself. I hope you got a couple insights, and I hope you're looking forward to the race as much as I do.